Good part of the day. Today, we're gonna make a presentation about the teacher's profession. First, let me introduce our agenda for this. Today, we'll be talking about the responsibilities, trainings, demand for the teachers in the current market. We'll be forecasting about this profession in the future and talk about their salaries. First, let's start with responsibilities. For this first part, we recorded the short video from an English teacher in the Cambridge Learning Center. Let's show it.
Responsibilities, I would probably say that there are quite a lot of responsibilities of a teacher at the Cambridge Learning Center. One of the first and the most important responsibility, of course, is to educate people. Currently, I work as an IELTS instructor and a teacher of English language. So my job is to ensure the quality of education that the students get. Besides that, the Cambridge Learning Center actually asks the workers, like the teachers, to conduct initial, like entrance, midterm, and final exams. This is also part of the responsibility of teaching staff, and we in this way show the results of the students before they go and take the real test, like IELTS test.
In my opinion, knowledge of the subject is the most important responsibility. Each teacher should have expert knowledge of the subject area to provide relevant opportunities to everyone to grow professionally and keep grow up to date about the current knowledge and research about the subject. The so-called sense of responsibility refers to an individual awareness, emotion and belief of his, her own and other responsibilities to the family and the collective, and to the country and society, as well as his, her corresponding conscious attitude, behavioral tendency and dedication. Responsibility trumps ability. Teachers' responsibilities. Develop and issue educational content, including notes, tests, and assignments. Supervise classes to ensure all students are learning in a safe and productive environment. Organize supplies and resources for lecture and presentation. Deliver personalized instruction to each student by encouraging interactive learning. Plan and implement educational activities and events. Ensure your classroom clean and orderly. Prepare and distribute periodic progress, report and semester report cards. Attend parent-teacher meetings. In people's mind, teachers are the embodiment of social norms, morality, and human models. Teachers' outlook on the world, outlook on life, values, as well as words and actions will have an impact on all aspects of students. Therefore, only by setting an example, giving full play to the role of good words and deeds, threading the ethic of teaching, and shaping the soul of teacher, can teachers be better upright and cultivated people. Broadly speaking, the function of teacher is to help students learning by imparting knowledge to them and by setting up situations in which students can and will learn effectively. But teachers feel a complex set of roles, which vary from one society to another, from one educational level to another. Some of the roles are performed in the school, some of the in community. Teachers play vital roles in the lives of students in their classroom. Teachers are best known for the role of educating. Teachers serve many other roles in the classroom. Teachers set the tune of their classroom, build a warm environment, mentor and nurture students, become role models and listen and look for signs of trouble.
If we'll be talking about the trainings and educations necessary to perform the profession of a teacher, I think the best education for a good teacher in performing his responsibilities are either not only training and education, but first and foremost his ability to conduct entertaining and capturing lessons. In average, they spend 3 hours to be perfectly ready for the class, the duration of which approximately 45 minutes. It's essential for teachers to prepare the data for class to search and gather information about the topic which is going beforehand. Also, he should be ready to answer all possible questions from a student and at the same time make a fair assessment and logical marks. However, these are not the most important ones. The role of a teacher in the life of a student is the role of a brother. Teacher is only best when he or she is ready to help to any student, not only during the classes, but also besides it. Sometimes students may approach to the teacher asking for help for their assessments, projects, or just some test quiz, which left unsolved, and only best teacher would find the spend at least short period of time in order to help him to solve it or direct the student to the right way in order to perform the classes perfectly. Another skills is ability and quality in understanding and occupation. It requires practice the basic skills, master modern educational technology to cultivate a modern educational consciences and educational ability as we live in a modern world where everything is developing in a really fast way. Actively respond to the new curriculum and try to make a children play in class. Set up the self-reflection and practice the concept. What makes a teacher qualified and perfect? In my opinion, moral education is the first one. The teacher, the first important guide from the family environment into the social environment. Parents all hope that teachers can pass his kindness to the children. In fact, everyone's learning ability and talent are some kind of predestined. Although acquired enhancement, but the importance of the two views is clear to everyone when it comes to the fate of a child from adulthood to lifetime. What do you think? Is your occupation the project to grow or decline in the recent years?
I guess my job is something that's gaining more and more popularity over the years compared to the time when I was preparing for IELTS and training for it. There were very few learning centers offering IELTS courses, and the quality of them was quite poor, with like a few good teachers in a whole city. These days, we can see the increase in both number of the students who want to study IELTS and take it, as well as the teachers who want to teach IELTS. So even among the English teachers, the most of them, although there are a majority who do it as a part-time job, apart from their main studies, yes, there are a lot of professionals who prepare and do it and have chosen it as a choice of their life. Do it till the end.
Was opinion of the expert in this art, and I absolutely agree with that.
About development and demand. First, I want to say development tendency. Okay, let's start. We all know, judging from our existing teachers, there is still like a lack of well-educated educated English teachers, and with the country's development of China's economy, the requirements of the whole society for university graduates have further increased. Okay, in recent years, my country's colleagues and universities have expect their enrollment on a large scale, and a new job market has emerged for colleagues students. Like the further of the profession will also get better and better. Second, I want to say market requirement for teachers. Okay, first, it's expect that in the future and teaching positions in preschool, primary school, secondary school will increase at a repeat rate. Therefore, the demand for teachers with professional knowledge of science, math, and bilingual education will be great. Next, I want to say that the statistics. Okay, the unusual like employment change rate of like the of all teachers is about maybe five per years 5 per year between 2018 to 2028, and then it's expect like about the employment change of teachers and both secondary social will be the like will be the like faster growing. Okay, and it will be 11 2018 to 2028, and the employment change of kindergarten teachers is expected to be around 7%, slightly higher than around average. Like average maybe to be expect to be around 3 to 4%, and during the during the same period, the growth of teaching jobs expect to be the faster in Georgia, and Texas, Arizona, and Nevada, with the slowest growth in the Northwest. And finally, I want to say that in China and worldwide, statistics for teachers' professions salary. First, like the basic salary of teachers, like generally speaking, BAI is determined according to teachers' to qualifications. 3,000 yuan like to $500 for primary school teachers, and 3,500 yuan about 520 for junior high school teachers, and 3,500 yuan about $520 for senior high school teachers, and also 1,800 yuan about $70-20 for senior high school teachers, and also data released by the OECD reveals that in the other biggest countries, the average world teacher makes a starting salary of around $39,000 a year, and about $67,000 for veterinary teachers. Finally, I want to say that although there are more and more college students graduated, there is still a shortage of English teacher, and with high level education, maybe this is a trend that was thrown out at the beginning of the second part. And in addition, I think wage levels vary among different countries. Okay, that's all. Thanks for listening.